I grieve the highest body of Nasrullah Al-Fati, the National Board of Trustees, the National Council of Elders, the National Executive Council, our National Women Affairs Committees, and the National Women Committee, our Youth Council, the Nasfat National Youth Council, the National Mission Board, and all our zonal leadership, the branch leadership, and all members of Nasfat globally. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. All praises are due to Allah. Peace and blessing of Allah be upon our noble Prophet Muhammad, his family, his companions, and all those who follow his path till the day of judgment. Distinguished members of the press, esteemed guests, colleagues, brothers and sisters in faith, it is with great pleasures and gratitude to Almighty Allah that I welcome you to this press briefing ahead of the 8th Nasfat Biennial Conference and Annual General Meeting. I greet you with the best of salutation by saying again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessing of Allah continue to be with every one of us. We are honored to host this historical gathering here in Abuja, where leaders, members, scholars, partners, and stakeholders from across Nigeria and diaspora have converged to reflect, review, and reposition our society for the years ahead. This year's conference is anchored on the theme, Building Resilience in the Changing World, the Role of Faith and Community, a theme that speaks directly to the reality of our time. Our world is undergoing rapid and unprecedented change, economic uncertainty, social pressure, insecurity, climate challenges, mental health concerns, digital disruption, transition in political leadership, and environmental concerns such as flooding, erosion, climate-driven disruptions, and erosion of family value all present new tests for humanity. Now the sudden coup across ECOWAS countries. Yet, as Muslims and as members of Nasfat, we understand that faith is the foundation of resilience and community is the anchor that sustains us. This theme is therefore called to deepen structures, deepen our values, adversity, adapt intelligently, and continue to serve humanity with excellence. In addressing this reality of a changing world, Nasfat continues to implement its strategic development framework known as LEAD, Leadership, Empowerment, Agent of Change, and Dawah. The LEAD models align directly and guide on our social impact intervention across all branches. Check around. Nasfat has really contributed so much to the social impact of this country. Nasfat has become a country on its own providing social services with the mercy of Allah. We have challenged government in various places to show them how to do things better to have impact. And that is in assurance that we're not just faith-based society, we're societies of value, of impact, and we are ready to show leadership by examples. Under leadership, building strong institutions, we have intensified leadership development program, strengthening governance and compliance systems, enhanced digital reporting tools, and expanded capacity building initiative for executives, youth leaders, and missioners. Our goal is clear. A resilient organization must be led by competent, ethical, and visionary leaders. Empowerment, enhancing social economic resilience through skill acquisition, business development support, educational scholarship, health intervention, and livelihood program. Nasfat has continued to uplift thousands across community. We believe that economic stability and human development are essential pillars of resilience. If you look around our mosque today, as you are coming in, you will see some youth having training on solar systems just down in the compound. That's an example of what we are doing. That's what we stand for. That's what we are known for. That's why Nasfat is quite different from other faith-based society. Agent of change, strengthening community system. Our youth and women are increasingly engaging community service, environmental stewardship, GBV prevention, peace building, and outreach program. A resilient community is one where members actively contribute to progress, not remain passive as observers. That is Nasfat. And that has been exemplified by the women of Alijana that you see here. They are always in thousands. They own the society. They are making that impact in those areas that I have mentioned. Without women, there's no Nasfat. And we all attain and accept this. Agent of change, strengthening community systems. Our youth and women are increasingly engaged in community service, environmental stewardship, GP prevention, peace building, and outreach program. A resilient community is one where members actively contribute to progress, not remain passive, but observer. That is our women and youth. Dawa, deepening faith with modern tools. We continue to expand digital dawa, strengthen missional training, enhance counseling system, and standardize spiritual programs across branches. Faith remains the backbone of resilience and dawa. 2 points to ensure that our spiritual evolve with the demand of the present era. Nasfat is online, live. Nasfat is online, live. You don't just see us in our location. If you want to find us, goes on Facebook, goes on social media, you will see Nasfat. We have digitized what we are doing, and we have so many programs that are touching live online. Over the next few days, participants will engage in sessions designed to strengthen institutional capacity, examine the role of faith during crisis, discuss community resilience and social cohesion, review Nasfat progress under the health and the lead framework, develop sustainable solutions for health, youth development, livelihood, education, and dawa, review and approve organization reform for the next 2 years. That is our focus for this conference, and inshallah, all shall be accomplished. Our keynote lecture, panel discussion, missional session, business meeting, and youth and women active will provide a platform for innovation and shared learning. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, Nasfat deeply appreciates your continued partnership in amplifying our message. Please amplify us more. Whether we pay you or we don't pay you, Allah will reward you abundantly. Our programs and our impact, your role in shaping public understanding and strengthening civil society is invaluable. As we engage in this biannual conference, we look forward to your coverage, your insight, and your continued collaboration in promoting peace, moral values, countering misinformation, highlighting community development initiative is more crucial than ever. Nigeria is in a turbulent situation, and the world is also. But we as Nasfat, we are set to play our role and stabilize and help the nation. Let the world know this. Let our political leader know this. Nasfat is not just faith-based. Nasfat is a channel and an instrument to transform the world. And Nasfat will be ready to support government to change and stabilize most instability that we have in the nation. As we navigate a rapidly changing world, our resilience lies in our faith, our unity, and our collective resolve to serve humanity. Nasfat remains committed to building strong institutions, empowering individuals, and fostering a community capable of withstanding challenges while travel with purpose. I thank our host, the LOC, led by my zonal chairman, the chairman of the LOC himself, my brother Alhaji Abdugani, and all the working giants of the LOC and the CPC that are here for the great job you have done in starting this today. And I know we're just starting. Allah will be with all of us. We're going to have the best of the best in this conference. We pray that this conference will usher in a renewed strength, deeper vision, and greater impact for our organization and for community we serve. Once again, thank you, and may Allah reward you your effort abundantly. Our women of religion, I will not stop without first appreciating you. You have been here for a week now, trying to make sure everything is in places. I'm so comfortable when my women of Allegiance say they are there. Alaja Babalola, thank you so much for always being at the forefront to get things done perfectly. May all our women of Allegiance get their reward. Thank you. And I say, Salamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our economic situation, we know, is a global thing. And whatever the country leaderships are doing too, we should also appreciate it, but may not be enough. But as a society, what we have started since we came in when these economic challenges came up. And it was even a fear to a lot of us. Our donor going to continue to donate? Are we going to survive? We all have that fear. We now have to redesign our policies, that we're not going to give pressures to members. We're going to ensure that our members are giving succumb. We move out to collaborate with so many individuals and organizations. Like Alternative Bank today, they're always there with us. United Nations, they're always there with us. So many organizations are coming to work with us because they know we have proper accountability and our transparency is to standard. International body like UNICEF, when they came to Nigeria and they were looking for faith-based that have audited account, proper audited account, they can only access Nasfat. And we're proud to, and we got close to about 200 million from them to do advocacy. You know, that's to show you who we are. And when we started the leadership empowerment, agent of change and Dawa, we are focused on that empowerment, and it's for our members that we know the economy is going to be upsurge. Let's start providing succumb on how they get over it. So in managing the economic situations, we know what we should be doing. We don't limit our service just to Dawa. We have decided to be improving the skill. Like our youth, we have what we call, Nasfat Activate. We started Nasfat Activate, where the youth were empowered on digital knowledge, and we got them employment outside Nigeria. We have close to about 100 of our youth on digital that have finished after 6 months. We did a thorough training. We partnered with a good trainers to do it for them, and we got employment for them. That's what we can do to keep the upsurge of economic things. So, on second question, on policy dialogue, that has been our interest. Government normally feel faith-based organizations have nothing to do with the economy, not Nasfat. And while you can see what Nasfat, we have set up institutions, we have university, okay? We have Tafsan Travels and Tour, we have Havek Leadership Academy. We set up agencies that could work, some of them are for profit, some of them not for profit. We have Nazars, where we collect zakat, and we have collected over 1 billion, and it's not only Muslim we help Muslims and non-Muslim, non-Nasfat members. Nasfat members hardly even get 10-20% of the benefit of that Nazars. And we have over the year, so those are and we are using that to call on government to see what we are doing and give us more to do via collaboration. If government want to execute a project, they want to execute empowerment, come to Nasfat. Nasfat have structures and have systems that could help government. And they are doing a lot with our Utako. At every point in time, government is interested in doing certain things. They call on our branch because they know we can't. You can't give any Nasfat branch anything, any item that will not be accounted for. And then we'll be able to give you a report of the impact of what you have been able to give us for a particular period of time. So for economic dialogue, not quite long, we're going to have another one by January. We'll have what we called Nasfat Breakfast, Business Breakfast. Nasfat Business Breakfast is for us to dissect the economy and tell government this is the best to do. And even the populace to benefit from it. We'll be having another one in January, inshallah, next year again. We held one, the meeting one this year, January. So those are the kind of things we can be doing. We engage government in dialogue. And recently, when we were doing our 30th year anniversary, we look at what can we do to add to the government. Governor, His Excellency Governor Babatunde Fashola was the one that gave us a lecture there. Is to put something on the table of the leadership. to let them know these are things that we're doing and these are the way we want. And we provide solutions to some of the problems we have in the country. Before this insecurity gets to this level, organized security summit in Abuja before. These are part of what we're doing as dialogue to make sure that the government gets in. And we'll continue to do more. Not quite long, we just put the history of our society, our book. We'll launch it in August this year. We'll put it in the tablet for government to see. See the beginning, the humble beginning of a society in the last 30 years and look at the transformation they have done. Leave Nigeria for Nasfat. Nasfat will turn Nigeria into a better place to live. Thank you. If you check our press view in these days, there's no issue, no critical important issue going on in this country that Nasfat will not put a voice in the last 1.5 years. And we engage. When they do well, we appreciate. When they don't do well, we tell them this is what you should do. And they always see what we put on the table as something they look into. Recently, we have a program launched by government on taking loan by the citizens. Nasfat sees that Muslims may not take loan with interest. We write a report via our National Mission Board to tell them on the best way they can do it for Muslims. Okay? That Muslims will not pay interest, but they will do things by sharing of profit and loss on whatever comes in. And the government is listening to us via the SMEDA, via some of the government agencies. So we are always on keeping government on toes and will not stop until our Nigeria get better. Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you so much, my dear brother Deji. Thank you for that very question. First, this conference, we're expecting close to about 1,000 participants across the globe. Mind you, that is not numbers of Nasfat. Our population is far, far, far more than, but this is a delegate conference. And the delegates that have registered so far is about 1,000. And like you said, if you see the topic of the conference, if you see the topic, that is building resilience in a changing world, the role of faith and community, the role of we as a society and the community, the nation. And we as a societies have outlined what we have been doing in the past years and what we intend to do. So we want also to hear from the community. And that's why we are gathering people. Our speaker for that conference will be Sheikh Lemu, Nuruddin Lemu. Nuruddin Lemu, is come from the northern part of the country. And we were deliberate about that. We want to get that view and see the correlation with the current insecurity we have in the country. Let's hear their view. We have done certain things internally to come up with that topic. And what we have done, we want to gauge it with what we hear from the public. That is the speaker. That will be the main speaker that will be coming. We know what is happening in Nigeria now. Everybody is afraid of what comes next year, 2026, because of tax system. Both entrepreneur, individual. So we have called on Taiwo Yodele, the chairman of the Tax Reconciliation Times Appropriation Committee, to come in and talk as one of our speakers too. So you can see with balance in terms of our religions and faith, and we're looking at government because the concern of every Nigerian now is this tax thing. It's coming up next year. How free will you be as an entrepreneur? How free will you be as a limited liability, even as an individual? Because every money that goes through your account now, someone is monitoring it. How are you going to either not to evade tax? How are you going to not to ensure that you don't evade tax, but you can evade some part of it? No, evasion is not a crime. It's when you invade that is a crime. So for us to get away, so we are trying to balance both sides in terms of what we are giving our people, what the government, so that we'll be able to match. Other government functionaries are also coming that will probably have the opportunity to pass comment. But our focus mainly, like you said, you've asked, how do we address the insecurity challenges in the country? Because if we don't address that insecurity challenges, we can't do so many other things. Internally, Nasfat has a way we're addressing our own circumstances, and we're making progress. Can government learn from that? What can government do with us that we can assist Nasfat is a very special organization in the sense that we are present in every part of Nigeria. You know, we're also in the whole world. You know, so it's easy for us to locate crisis as a body on our own. If anything happened in Nasfat, Kotangora, within seconds we've known. So what can we also do with the government to assist in certain area as a faith-based organization? I hope I've answered that question, sir. Thank you.